All right, so in this video, I have a pair of sneakers right here. Per your guys' request, I saw a couple comments on Twitter as well as on some of the YouTube videos, and you guys say, hey, check these shoes out. They're new on Adidas website. They've been out for like a couple months now, but I finally got a pair of them. Thanks to you guys for mentioning it. Thank you to Adidas for actually sending over the shoes and sponsoring this video. They do sponsor the video, but they don't sponsor any of the content, meaning they don't know what I'm going to say when I do the video. I'm not obligated to say that you have to buy the shoe, it's awesome, or anything like that. I give my honest opinion about the shoe, which is greatly appreciated that they actually sponsor some of the content on this channel. It helps me be me and not have a day job and actually do this full time, which is excellent. So hopefully you guys don't mind that. But anyway, this is a really interesting looking shoe. One that I saw on the website too, and I was like, dude, it's a new Boost model, but it actually has Boost in the forefoot, bounce in the heel, and it definitely has an interesting look, especially with the heel clip of the shoe. And then it has this interesting foldable like heel tab back here. Anyways, I want to give you guys my thoughts on these guys right here, and let's go ahead and get right into the video. So these are the AVRYN running shoes from Adidas, and they are $140 at retail. This is the orange, and core black colorway. And it says running inspired shoes made in part with recycled materials for sleek but chunky style and all-day comfort. Look no further than these Adidas shoes. They feature an energy returning Boost midsole with lightweight bounce cushioning for an optimal feel. The lightweight mesh upper lets your feet breathe, and the durable Adiwear outsole ensures you can keep going for longer. The Microsuede heel tab offers easy on and off when you're in a rush. Made with a series of recycled materials, this upper features at least 50% recycled content. This product represents just one of their solutions to help end plastic waste. Now, I did get a true to size 9.5 in these, and I do feel like they run a little bit big, at least in the toe section of the shoe. A little bit longer than I would expect. Maybe I would go with even a 9 in these, but if you guys have a difference in opinion, of course, please leave a comment in the comment section. My feet are probably totally different than yours, so this is just my experience. I wore these with socks out and about, Costco runs and stuff, and they did fit a little bit big. My overall impressions of the shoe, first of all, this colorway spoke to me. Black and orange, I was like, okay, go Beavs. Like, it was definitely like a nice match for myself, somebody that loves orange sneakers and black sneakers, even when it's not Halloween. So this colorway was crazy. They do have other colorways that are not as wild and crazy as these, but these are vibrant, they stick out, and I personally really like it. Overall feeling on feet, it's comfortable. It's not the most comfortable shoes on the market. Of course, Adidas Boost technology and Bounce technology are not their latest and greatest. The Adidas Light Strike Pro is their big flagship product now, but both of these are still really good, and they do offer nice all-day comfort. Also, they're not the most softest and squishiest. They're just overall great comfort on the bottom of your feet. And if you like something more than like an all rubber outsole, midsole sort of thing, like a pair of Chucks or Vans or something like that, then obviously this is a great, way more comfortable option. An alternative that I would throw in the mix if you wanted something that was a little bit more runner-esque was the SL3s, I think they are. I did a review on them recently as well. They're really good, really light, and they're actually a little bit cheaper than these ones. But I think this is a great alternative to like an Adidas NMD. If you're a fan of the Adidas NMD lines, especially the V3s, the latest versions, this definitely has an NMD V3 feel to the shoe when I put it on. The tongue structure kind of reminds me of the NMD V3, as well as the upper like texture and materials. Just the overall fit is a little bit rigid, and that's kind of what the V3s reminded me of. However, there's some nice tongue padding down here. You don't feel that rigid feel on the tongue or the collar of the shoe. There's a nice lining here, but underneath that you can definitely tell there's some firm materials. I like the overall look of the three stripes on the sides of the shoes, and then you do have this lace enclosure that is sewn on the sides of the shoes, but underneath that you also have a layer of black material right here. It just adds a nice little effect to the shoe, adds a little bit more of a black lining. You also have that piping on the heel of the shoe, and then obviously the black on the Boost and the midsole. There are two layers of mesh on the toe box of the shoe as well. You can see there's a larger gauge mesh underneath this clear material here, and then that larger gauge mesh you could see visibly on the tongue. I think where these shoes get a little bit crazy, and something I actually like, is the heel clip of the shoe. It has a very interesting spoiler look to the shoe, how it kind of sticks out a little bit. It has some cool dimensions to the back of the shoe, and it's definitely a thicker plastic TPU heel cut back here. And then obviously you have the pull tab that like flips up as well. It's definitely a functional pull tab, which is nice. Something else that I noticed that I really liked is you could actually see a tad bit of the Boost that protrudes out the heel of the shoe, and it looks like it's encased through the middle of the Bounce of the outsole. So it's kind of cool. If you look at the forefoot of the shoe, you can see the Boost, and then there's a little bit of a channel of Boost that comes out and spills out the back of the shoe, and then you do have Bounce that surrounds it. It's kind of like double wrapped. So it is a dual density foam here, the Bounce in the orange layer and the Boost in the black layer. And for this colorway, it was nice that I could actually see the visible difference between the two different technologies kind of intertwined. It's a nice little effect and lets me appreciate the midsole that much more. I feel like this is one of those sleeper shoes that just dropped on Adidas website. There's no hype or anything about it, but if you're interested in Adidas Boost technology and you like the NMDs, I think this is a nice different option for your feet. I wore them around, and although they're not the most comfortable shoes out there, they're very comfortable and nice to be able to wear, very functional, be able to wear all day. If I had to nitpick about anything about the shoe, honestly, the upper is a little bit firm, but that's just the nature of the materials that they used. Other than that, the length of the shoe is just a little bit longer than what I needed for a 9.5. so maybe the sizing might be an issue for me. But again, if it's not for you, please leave a comment and let other people know how the sizing was. Also leave a comment anything you liked or disliked about the shoe just in general. I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. But all in all, a pretty nice pair of sneakers right here, and if you guys are interested in buying them, I will link them in the description. If you guys do use my link, it does give me a little bit of a kickback. Lets Adidas know that you guys saw the video and appreciate the video as well. And then anytime these actually drop on sale, I will be posting that over on Collective Kicks, and that's linked in the description of the video, but I'll also be posting it on Twitter and stuff like that. I always post most of the deals that I find first and foremost on Twitter. So anytime there's an Adidas sale, and these are included in that, and then if there's a double discount, I definitely throw them out there. Because it's one of those shoes I think is good. I just don't think a lot of people are going to be trying them for $140 unless you want to be an early adopter. And then if you're just waiting for the price to go down, that's kind of where I come in and help you out with that when I see them go on sale. But appreciate you all for stopping by and watching. Thanks to Adidas for sending these over and for the video. And hopefully we'll see you back on the channel for some more of my content very soon. All right, peace guys.